this can move. It's starting to turn into quite the contraption, I can tell you. It just went off. We got a nice one. Hi, I'm Greg Ovens, and this is Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. Morning. I'm just having trouble trying to get out of bed nowadays. Coming from Australia in the warm weather, the summer, the heat of the summer, I got used to the heat. Man alive, when I landed at the airport and it was 25 below and I came from 35 above Celsius, I just felt like getting back on the plane. Next year I'm going for 3 or 4 months. Winter never ends around here. And there's going to be another 2 months of winter here yet. We're going to get snow and cold for another 2 months. It's just like 6 or 7 months of the year is just winter here in the mountains. And I'm going to start spending a lot of my winter time in Australia for some Australian type adventures. But anyway, we get up and get on this fish trap. My pillow. Always use my coat as a pillow. It's a little chilly. Whoa. Who wants to get out of bed in this? I'm pretty warm in the hammock, and I've got a good sleeping bag, let's face it. Sometimes I gotta leave it off. I'm so hot. I thought about making coffee, but my water froze. There's a little bit of melted water, but not enough for coffee. Before I left for Australia, I left this thing of butter on a rock here that I forgot about. Nothing even touched it. So all that time I was gone, no mice got in it, nothing. So at least I still have butter. And this is weird. I'm just coming to the back of the truck here to get the parts I need for the trap. And I look in my bag that I brought back from Australia, and there was 2 mice in it. Getting ready. They started building a nest in my clothes. Well, they obviously just got in the truck recently, like maybe last night, and they're starting to build a nest. And I see them inside my truck here now, scooting here, scooting there. Opportunists. They didn't touch the butter, but they're in my truck in one night, just making a nest in my clothes. And that looks like Finley's fur they've been collecting or something. They've been making a little nest, chewed my clothes up. Now you're gonna have to send me another shirt, Zach. I'll see if I'm patient here. Maybe I can get a shot of them in my truck, because I see them in here. They're in the box of the truck, wrecking all my stuff. I think I've got an idea for another set line trap using this drill and a rot trap. I know you guys like the set line trap, but let's just talk about the set line traps I've come up with in the past. Like, some are practical and some are just novelties or fascinating to get them to work. Most of my set line traps require paracord, as you know. It's something that I keep in the glove box. If I'm backpacking, I keep in my pocket. I always have paracord. The 2 stakes, cross member, the paracord set line, perfect trap. The tripod for ice fishing, paracord, again, perfect trap. Practical, good survival traps. On the other hand, you think of the Fish-O-Matic guillotine. Well, where are you going to find an electric motor in the bush, a switch, and all the things that went into that trap? And then the mouse trap, as far as a set line, never fails. It always catches the fish, it seems, as soon as they touch that. So, I mean, I was pretty happy with that one too. And then even the original Fish-O-Matic with the rolling log is a practical survival trap, in the sense you can build it all out of paracord, and you saw it was catapulting the fish onto the ice. So as long as a raven or a hawk or something didn't get your fish, practical trap. Some are practical and some are just interesting to see. But I think I can make an interesting trap out of this drill and this rat trap, so that's what we're going to do. I mean, this got a lot of pressure. I'm going to take the wires off so there's no, I don't want to get my fingers caught in a rat trap. That would hurt. And I also think what I have to do is take approximately 3/4 of an inch off this trap. Perfect. Like all of my other traps, it probably will take some readjusting and thinking about how to do it. That mouse that's living in the back of my pickup, I'm going to make him a little nest and stuff. I mean, it's making a nest because it's going to have young. You don't want mice in your food, in your house. That's a danger. They carry disease. They're filthy. I just hate them around my food, even in my truck like that. But I'm going to transport it, hopefully make a little box, make a little nest for it, give it some Finn's fur, some paper, whatever it wants for its nest. Obviously it's going to have babies real soon here. And then I'll take the box, put it in the bush. The reason is, get it away from my camp, but I don't want to kill the thing because it's an important food source for the owls, the coyotes, the foxes. So I'm not going to just kill it. I'm just going to try to, and this will be interesting too, part of this video. See if I can get it in a little box. I'll give it that shirt that it's already tearing up for its bed, and put it in a little box where it's happy, and then when it's in there, shut it up, put it in the bush somewhere. But you do not want them in your food. You could get sick, get disease. Well, we'll see if he's going back to the nest. Yep, he did. I just seen him in my bag again. But he's liking that little nest area, so he's still in the back here. Took a trip to the dump to get him a box, and he'll like this more. It's just a cupboard thing. So he stayed in the back of the truck. And don't get me wrong, like, I mean, mice are cute, but they're filthy. I don't want them in my food. This, that. I'll give him a little bit of cheese, a little bit of bread, but he can get his own darn water. I mean, there's snow. See, there's a coyote in the background. He'll be happy I'm doing this too. So we'll just put this shirt, I don't know what he's using here. Maybe it's not Finn's fur, but, and I'll just put this lid on, leave this crack. He can get in and out of there, and he'll feel safer in there. I'd like to be able to open it, not have it sliding around. That'll work. I got a little bit of bread and cheese, and I found a piece of cotton. Throw that in there. Oh, Finn, while you're here, come here, please. You have to donate too. Yeah, don't eat the mouse. This will be a good insulator for him. Okay, and then when I want to transport him, I'll just shut that so he can't get out. I think this little mouse is going to be happy. And I can open it to see if he's making his nest. She. I keep saying he. Got your stick? Everybody miss seeing you on the videos. So, unless you know already, I want you to check out the store. There's some really neat things with Finn on them. Some stickers, kids shirts, tank tops, and mugs. It's a nice picture, nice design, so check out the store. So I don't see any sign of the mouse again. I guess he decided to take off into the bush or whatever, but I gotta get building this trap regardless, so we'll get on it. So I want to mount my drill on my board, and the mouse trap, well, rat trap, on an angle so that when it goes off, it's going to start the trigger system so that it moves. No wonder I hit nails like that. Oh, my battery. My drill will sit here. Okay, so I think I have my rat trap where I want it, but obviously it's not going to fit with the trap there. So this is the drill I'm going to be using. Make sure the mechanism's going to work. Boy, oh boy, you got to watch your fingers with these rat traps. They're pretty powerful. You wouldn't want to break a finger. There. And that's not too fast. That's kind of the speed I want. I don't want like full blast like that. So it's working good. I think that's about the right speed. I'm going to put a hinge, same principle, but I want to be able to lift the rat trap out of the way to put my drill in. I'm a lot happier with this. I've got my trap on a hinge. I can put my drill in, shut this. I drilled a couple of holes. So to hold the trap in place, I just put my wire in there. This will work better. So we got our hinge. So this can move. Drill can come out easily. Hard to do with one hand. Let me try my other hand. Anyways, it does come out. Then we just put our drill in. Put that down. And put our wire in the side. Let's do another little test. Drill's going pretty slow, but that'll be fine too. It's working. I'll pull my wire out. Voila. So then basically I've got a wood dowel, which is a tight fit into my roll of line. And this will go in to the drill. Once it sets the hook, starts the drill, it'll spin, wind the fish up. Why just stop there, right? Because when the fish comes up, it's going to just start and wind and flip around. So I'm going to try to figure out a mechanism to shut the drill off when the fish gets to the top. I'm going to take a metal bracket like this. That'll lift it away. Just enough to shut the motor off on the drill. So basically all of this material came from the dump. And I got some wire. Bend this wire how I need it. And I will weave a mesh kind of situation where the fish hits the mesh. And then this will turn to run my other mechanism. This wire idea I had, it's going to be too flimsy. So what I did is I cut a piece of one of my grills up. And actually it's the exact same width as my trap. And I bent an end here. The other thing I see that's an issue is this with the screw is just too wobbly. I don't like that. So I'll show you how I'm going to fix that. But so far, I mean, it's just been little issues that are easy to solve. So I'm really happy with how quickly it came together. Not a lot of adjustments, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work. And I think that'll stabilize this arm greatly. Put a washer on this side. Washer on the back. Double nut it so that it doesn't loosen off. Yeah, and see, that's sturdy now. It'll lift that up to get the mechanism in place. Yeah. That's a better setup. And it moves easy, but it doesn't wobble. Perfect. When the fish comes up, it's going to push the grill and pull that mechanism. I've got a thicker pin too, because I found that the wire I was trying to use is too flexible. It's actually coming together quite nice. Starting to turn into quite the contraption, I can tell you. Is that your stick? Is that your stick? You gonna let me have it? Okay, you let me have it now. You want me to throw it? Okay. I'll throw it once more. Well, now you're taking it away. Oh, you dropped it. You keep dropping it, Finn. Let me have it. Once more. I'm going to have to charge one of these batteries before we actually try this thing out. If I get a fish, the last thing I want is the battery to be dead and not bring the fish up. So I've got everything drilled. Get this in place. There. Oh, I should have put a washer. It'll go. And I put an arm on here, which is going to hook on here, which is nice. Everything's a little bit of a tight fit, but I need it that way. There. Put my spool in there, tighten it all up, and we'll give it a test run. I ended up staying at the cabin I sometimes stay at. It was just so windy and cold, I didn't even want to go up to the lake yesterday. So I think I'm ready for my demonstration to make sure it's going to work before we go to the lake. Today is pretty sunny, so it'd be a good day to get out there and hopefully catch one with this contraption. I don't know, contraption is a good word. Gizmo, whatever. I'm going to have to take these corners off of here. Yeah, I like how everything moves out of the way. Rat trap comes down, goes underneath the arm. I got this little arm here, little L arm, that I have to put on last because otherwise I can't put the whole thing together. Boy oh boy, I hope after all this work we actually get something. Sometimes every time I build these traps it seems like the big problem is just catching something. There it goes. Is the cup going to come up? I think it's in reverse. It's going the wrong way. Oh, it's coming. Main thing is it's going to actually shut the trap off. See, I got it in reverse. Try to get it on here. Well, it's got the strength. Just see, it seemed like the drill was in the right way. I think the line just came off the spool, is what I think. There it goes. And it shut off. Perfect. It went pretty fast at the end there. I might want to stabilize the drill a bit more. It worked. Perfect. We can get to the lake. Try to catch a fish fin with our new gizmo. Holy, I got enough length on the auger. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. It's almost out of sight. I gotta get electric. There. Holy crow, right to the handle. That's how thick the ice is. 3 feet of ice. I took the spool off so I can find my depth first. Pretty deep here. That'll make for more excitement when the fish comes up. Seem to be at the bottom there. Yep, about there. Tie my loop that goes to the rat trap. Boy, I wouldn't want it to go off on my fingers. I just wouldn't want that. Okay, and I got my 4-pound test. Goes to our trigger system. Okay, we'll get this set up now. I mean, I could put this on my boat in the summertime too. I could just rig it up for that. And we wait. Okay, well, I tried for about 2.5 hours and no bites, but it's going to work. So we're just going to have to try again, or try somewhere else where the fish are biting, but it's going to work. Decided I'm going to set up camp here and spend the night so I can get a morning fish and fish this evening as well. Right, Finn? Okay, let's go fishing. Maybe it's very tiny and just nibbling at the bait. Doesn't grab the hook is what I'm assuming. It's just moving the line a bit. I have tried and tried, and I finally am getting some action, but I think these fish are just so tiny, they just keep picking the bait off without setting the rat trap off to get the drill going and to set the hook. We tried, but at least it's a good sign we're getting some action. So tomorrow's another day. It's just about pitch black out actually, but it is very dark and I'm getting cold. So we'll try again in the morning and again tomorrow. Got to get this thing to work. It just went off. And it shut off. We got a nice one. Oh, he broke the line. Oh no. So I watched the video in slow motion to see what exactly happened and went wrong, and when I slowed it down to slow motion, 3 issues. Number one, and that was such a nice fish, you know. If I would have used stronger line, I was only using 6-pound test attached to here, and if I would have had stronger line, I probably would have kept that fish or been able to keep it. What happened, it came up, set the trap off, and right when it set the trap off, it broke the line and went down the hole. The other issue is the mechanism. It took forever for the trap to go off because the mechanism that releases hit the trigger and wouldn't go off right away. This needs to be out of the way. And the other problem is you notice the fish pulled the drill forward, which made the drill go too fast. It was going full speed. I just want it to go low, like that. So I'm going to have to tie this back to the back so it doesn't move, shorten this, and use stronger line. And we'll get back up there today and hopefully have success. I mean, man alive, that was a nice fish. Ooh, getting cold too. I saw the line moving a bit. I better stand over here in case it goes off because I don't want to lose another one. See the line moving. We're kind of running out of daylight though. Oh, there it goes. Okay, work, please. Did you get off? Nope. Just a little guy though. Let's see if it's gonna work. Work. It worked! But he's pretty tiny. But there you go, man. Holy. I think I'm gonna let this guy go. I mean, I guess, you know, like for my first actual catch with it. Oh, he came off the hook nice and easy, so we'll let him go. We'll just keep trying until we get a nice one like that one that broke the line. The line is moving again. Here we go again. Oh, let's hope for something. I don't know. I think no matter what, I got to do a catch and cook, even if it's a tiny guy. Spent too many hours fishing. I see him. He's not very big, but okay, work again. There we go. All right. Okay, 2 in a row. No size limit. It's hooked pretty bad anyway, to be honest with you. I'm having trouble getting the hook even out, so chances of this guy making it anyway. We want to at least be able to say we had a catch and cook with the contraption. Here it goes. Again. We're going to get something a little bigger. Oh, he's not very big again. But there you go. It's just little guys. I just keep getting little guys. And he's not hooked bad. I really just want to catch a nice one for the catch and cook. But the trap is working great. Fish looks bigger if I zoom in. I decided to use a small frying pan, and it makes the fish look bigger. They are tasty little fish out of that little pond or lake. If you were in a survival situation or doing a survival challenge, you'd be happy to have a couple of these a day for sure. It's just too bad we didn't get a real nice dandy, but we know the trap works. That's the main thing. This white meat on these little rainbow out of there. But, like I say, very tasty. I remember in Patagonia, I got one about half the size of this. It was only about 4 inches. I tried and tried. I put a lot of hours in, you guys, and just no luck with anything of any size. Gotta watch the little bones, so. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Got another video in mind that I'm going to start tomorrow. But, like I say, we'll see you on the next one. There, I got a stick. Catch it. Good catch. I'm going to catch it, I'm going to throw it way high. No! You took it away from me. Bring it here, please. Okay, come here, please. Come. Come here. Okay, no, you have to catch it. Look out, catch it. Catch it. Way! Good catch, Vince.